Hi guys, this is Cryptic Wolf. I am just giving you like a clear update. I don't know what the heck is going on with really the news or anything. It's just too stressful to really watch at this point. Um I don't know where to start. This is like seriously pissing me off. Oh my god. Just a heads up, the frustration is real. Everybody is basically at war with each other. Between people talking about Pride Month and people talking about, oh, children are being groomed in school, and um, you hear a lot of stuff going on. There is classes for like sex education, but the girls and the boys, back when I was going to school, when we did sex education, the boys and the girls were separate in different rooms, and you watched a friggin' VHS tape. Okay? And now teachers are putting boys and girls in the same class and talking about not just how to put on condoms for safe sex and protected sex, but they're teaching them to hate. That's right. Teachers in the state of Connecticut have basically, some of them have taken out the Pledge of Allegiance. They taken out, like, back when I was going to school, they just started doing more Pledge Allegiance, but they took out, like, prayer and stuff, too, in certain schools. And this is just frustrating. It's really frustrating because if my family comes back from school so confused and questioning themselves, is very upsetting and very hard because I'm an aunt. I'm not a mother. But I've raised and taken care of and babysat, all that stuff ever since a young age. I don't want children to be confused. I don't want them to be upset. I don't want them being hated or threatened by other people. Hate gets you nowhere. Seriously, it's not some hippie bullshit high shit. Seriously, I'm not part of the LBGTQ. I am uh bisexual. I go by they them pronouns, and I've had gender dysphoria and identity issues for years. Like, I questioned my own sexuality. Yeah, I have friggin' a woman's chest and everything like that, but I always grew up I have like broad shoulders. I'm very masculine in some ways. I get facial hair. It's just genetics. Not every gay, queer, bisexual person is an LBG. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Okay? I don't mind them. I support some of the things that they do. But when fathers are going into bars and stuff and telling their sons or daughters to slip this exotic dancer that is a male in a G string, like they could be trans, they could be whatever sexuality, and he's telling the son to put a dollar bill in the person's G string. I don't know anybody that would tell their child, let alone bring them into a place like that. The father must have issues. If he's going into a alternative club, as they call it, basically a gay club, you know, and he's telling his son, that's basically like opening up a gateway, like, yeah, you can go in here, daddy goes in here too. Make sure to tip that guy, he's a good dancer. That's the father's fault for pushing his son into a situation that he was probably uncomfortable in and didn't know what the heck's going on. And the father did that. You know, this is one of the things that start a big catastrophic thing. There is no parade for straight people. People are complaining about the pride parades. People are complaining about transgenders in the bathrooms and stuff like that. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not all up to date on these things. I have nothing to do with that stuff. I don't condone bringing children and grooming children, whether it be the Fursonas or the Therians or all different kinds of stuff. I don't really push anybody to do something like that. If you are interested and you want to find out what this stuff is about, do your history before actually like saying shit. I've been on this earth for almost 40 years. I've seen plenty of haters, not just children and adults and grandparents. Okay? I'm not going to be the one to look at my family and say, oh, this is not right. Don't do that shit. Because seriously, children learn from trial and error. They fall, they get back up, or they fall and start crying. You know, uh, it's just upsetting to almost wake up every single morning and hear somebody on a podcast or somebody on YouTube just bashing people or hating on people or hearing comments about the LGBTQ. I'm sorry, but even in certain groups that have to talk about, like certain groups like Rainbow Alliance that I go and see, today is that day to go and see it. And you go in and they show like just the positive aspects of the whole thing. And I'm like, I'm talking to the lady. I'm like, you do know that there's more negative in this world than positive. Why don't you show a little bit of both and just, instead of just talking about it, let's show it. Even if the people in the group don't like it, it's something that they need to learn. You know, it's just ridiculous. I don't understand where all the hate is and why teachers in schools are grooming children to go against and defy their parents. I don't understand a lot of stuff. Like I've told you guys before. But I don't like hearing this hate, especially early in the frickin' morning. Wait until I'm up fully. Okay? I'm not the most appealing person in the world. I do know that. And I have my flaws like everybody does. But I'd rather see some children playing, climbing trees, swinging on trees like tire swings, like what it used to be in the old days. But no, they're stuck in front of their phones, stuck in front of their game systems, their PCs, and they're not exploring the world. And the world is dying. Like you see the ice caps, you know that they're melting, and we've had crazy fucking weather all year round. Seriously? People are more concerned about children becoming trans or becoming bi or questioning their own sexuality when all in return basically everybody's just ignoring all the bad stuff that's actually happening, like deforestation, animals dying, becoming extinct, or just disappearing off the face of the world. We need to prioritize, set things up, go in a certain order, and keep at it, because if we don't, this planet is not going to live that much longer. And people are always like, scientists and NASA and stuff, oh, we're looking for other planets to inhabit and stuff like that. Well, if you're doing a bunch of crazy shit to this one, you actually think that when you get on the new one, that you're going to treat it a lot nicer? No. No, I'm sorry. If everybody started going to the other planet to live, I would freaking stay here. This is where I was born. This was where I was raised, and I would rather take care of it a lot better than what the government and shit are doing. Because this is basically our home. This is where we were born, raised, grew up, and raised our own children on. Don't you think that they deserve to see the beauty outside? Like look out your friggin' windows. Look out them. Don't constantly stay inside. You'll probably get as pasty as I am, you know? And I know a lot of times I talk out of my ass. Like, I play video games. I go on my phone, but I still go outside. I take the dog for walks. I love nature. I do. It's not, like I said, no hippie bullshit, no. I'm not fucking stoned off my ass either. So, you don't even have to friggin' lock your children in the backyard or anything. Just have them go out. Breathe the air that the trees are giving them. Stop cutting down shit. Stop stealing from the earth. Because if you keep on doing this, the ice caps are gonna melt, and we're gonna become like the movie in Waterworld. I don't think Mel Gibson is gonna save us all. But I gotta let you guys go. I'm gonna be talking to the group today, and hopefully people are more open to, listen and be more supportive and not just look at what is good in the rainbow thing, the alliance thing. And, I'm not religious. I'm not even an atheist or anything. I'm just spiritualist. I believe in nature. I believe in rocks, like the minerals and healing and stuff like that. I've never been really a person to really hate on people unless they hurt me more. Like, you gotta hurt me a lot in order for me to get really angry. And this earth is not gonna hold up much longer, and there's not gonna be anywhere for the children to play. Even at parks, they're so dirty and scary for some children, and, that's where we played. Come on now, people. Step up. Do your part. Give it to charity that's going to actually help something. Give to homeless veterans that deserve it and have fought for our country. I'm not saying that the United States is the best place in the world, but at least it's somewhere to start, you know? So please, 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 stop hating. Stop forcing children at a young age to learn all this crazy shit, because they can easily, when they get older, they can decide on whatever they want. After they're 18, they're out of the nest, basically. Unless they have issues. But I need you guys to really pay attention and look at yourselves in the mirror. I know some people don't like looking in mirrors. I don't either. Like I said, I'm not the prettiest thing in the world, but at least it's somewhere, you know? So, really think. Really, really think. Because one of these days we're going to be all gone. Like, we're going to be extinct. And we need to have something. Something at all would be lovely. Okay? I love you guys. I'll give you another call. I'll give you another chat later. I'm sorry about this long ass rant. But bye, guys.